In today's video, we'll be talking about Petr Yan's choice of Cornerman in his title bout with Aljamain Sterling, what to expect in the fight between Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira at the UFC 274, and how McGregor's training footage had actually turned to comic relief. How important is a corner team to a fighter? Corner teams are meant to support and give advice to their athletes. Petr Yan might have issues getting any of this in his bout with Aljamain Sterling at the UFC 273. Petr Yan's team have been denied their visas. At the recent episode of the MMA Hour, he went on to say, "I hope Henry Cejudo and Sean O'Malley are going to show up to corner me on Saturday night. Just need to make sure they don't give me shitty advice. Just give me ice and water and I'll be fine." It wasn't clear if Petr was joking, but did Henry Cejudo and Sean O'Malley agree to corner him? Henry Cejudo recently responded to Petr Yan's comments and tweeted, "Sorry buddy, I ain't nobody's water boy. Between your knees and Sean O'Malley's steroids, it's just too much illegal activities for me to be involved in." Sean O'Malley on his YouTube channel went on to say, "I wouldn't corner that effing thing. I don't care if he wins. I like Petr, you know. He's a funny little poodle. I wanted to just square up with him." After about 400 days since his last battle, Aljamain Sterling will be setting the record straight this weekend at UFC 273. In their first meeting, Yan lost the bantamweight title due to an illegal knee that he sent to Sterling's forehead. Most fans were of the notion that Sterling was faking the impact of the blow, and he was called several names on Twitter like Fake Champ and Paper Champ. With all these snarky comments, this is what Sterling has to say. "At the end of the day, I walked away with the win. Whether people want to say it was an honourable win or not, he has a loss in his column. I have a win in my column. And we get to do it again, which is the beautiful thing about it." With the hindsight gone from their first encounter, Sterling is confident that he's set to take on Petr Yan. He said, "Now, here's my opportunity to right the ship, right the wrong, and really show the world that I am who I say I am." The fast-rising UFC star Chris Barnett, with just 2 UFC fights to his credit, has been able to make most fans become familiar with his name because of his teddy bear swag and exceptional fighting style. The spinning wheel kick, which he sent Gian Villante to the canvas, was one of the lasting moments from an event that even won the 2021 Fight of the Year. Barnett's new level of recognition didn't just stop at fans alone. His fame has also gotten to fellow fighters, Ciryl Gane. I'll say the top guys that I've never been around, they've noticed me too now. And even if they didn't, I'm still a fan regardless. Ciryl Gane in New York, he didn't know who I was. Before the fight, I ran up on him and was like, "Hey man, you ain't add me on Instagram." And he was like, "I don't know you" type thing. Barnett recalled with a laugh. That night, as I walked by to do my other interview, he gave me the head nod like, "Yes sir, brother." And I was like, yeah. In an interview with MMA Fighting, the 35-year-old Chandler said, "It's a fight that scares me a little bit because Tony's a little bit crazy, but those are the guys I want to fight. He's a scary, scary man. He doesn't really have an off switch. Even Justin Gaethje couldn't really shut the switch off. He was still conscious. He was still moving. Tony Ferguson is just that dude." Although most people believe that Tony is on a steep decline, Chael Sonnen believes that the UFC lightweight is only experiencing tough stylistic matchups. Sonnen maintains that Ferguson is still as good as ever. He spoke about it on his YouTube channel. "I do not believe Tony's best days are behind him. I don't think Tony looked rusty in his last fight. I did not see a fighter that was underdriven or that had slowed down or that had lost power or that had lost his timing. You can bet your ass Chandler's not planning to come out and throw lefts and rights all night with Tony. He's going to throw a left, follow with a right to get close, to get a double leg, to pick him up and put him down, because that's what he saw the last couple of opponents do." The YouTube boxer Jake Paul was completely taken by surprise by the rapper Yalla Beezy and his ski mask squad. Jake Paul, who recently KO'd former UFC fighter Tyron Woodley, has an undefeated 5-0 record. Texan rapper Yalla Beezy and his squad of friends were all wearing ski masks. Seemed like they were ready to beat down the YouTube star for unknown reason. Fortunate for Jake Paul and his brothers, it was all a joke. However, Beezy stated that Paul was about to take off running when he saw the group walk up to him. The youngest Paul brother was also shocked by the incident as well. The prank ended with a hug between Beezy and Jake. The whole prank ended in laughter for everyone. Beezy and Jake hugged each other. Jake Paul admitted that he had no idea what was going on. Here's the footage.
Prank Jake Paul, he was about to take off running.
He's like, well, see you later. That was a prank. On me. I was looking at you. Look at that ski mask. I was like, bro, look at, there's 8 people. Yeah, he's like, all these black people, hell no. No, look at. I think y'all were all looking like this.
Two men who are well known by fans for their exciting styles, Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira, are set to meet at UFC 274. The event will be dominated with intense striking affair, courtesy of Charles Oliveira. On the other hand, Gaethje is also a high-volume striker. Speaking to AG Fight, Oliveira said, "I only walk forward. It doesn't matter if I'm delivering or taking damage, I'm always walking forward. So we're going to clash in some kind of way. Everyone says I should take it to the ground. I should be concerned. I'm not concerned about taking it to the ground. I'm really not. I believe in my power. I have power in my hands. I've been showing that. I'm evolving." In addition, Dan Eag tweeted a video of The Highlight getting a FaceTime call from Snoop Dogg. He wrote, "Justin Gaethje checking in with Uncle Snoop Dogg." In this short video, Gaethje is seen driving while his training partner Dan Eag seemingly receives a FaceTime call from Snoop Dogg. But was it actually the rapper himself? There's no confirmation of that, as Dogg didn't speak. Hence, many believe either party used the popular Snoop Dogg filter. It's also worthy of note that Snoop Dogg is one of the artists that has multiple appearances in the UFC, so it's not really a big surprise that he would show up in Gaethje's FaceTime. After debuting in the WWE in-ring, Logan Paul is not ready to slow down as he's begun talks of a potential UFC fight. Recently on his podcast, Logan asked White for an Opito fight in the UFC. White did not decline and seemed like it was a welcomed idea. Paul has also called out the person he would love to fight in the UFC. He revealed this in a recent interview, and it was none other than Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. In a video that was posted on Twitter, Paul stated the reasons for his decision. According to him, Pimblett's talking ability and star power, along with his weight gain when he isn't in a camp, are the reasons why he wants to fight him. Although the fight might never happen, Pimblett responded on Twitter, "Everyone loved talking about the bad man. Nice one, fella." Pimblett didn't take any offense in the call-out. Instead, he thanked Paul for mentioning his name. Last night, Conor McGregor posted some more new training footage to his Twitter, and his caption was, "The shots nightmares are made of." Dustin Poirier responded to this footage with this gif, saying stop it. Kamaru Usman also responded to this footage with laughing and crying emojis. He wrote, "Even Dennis looks okay on pads, lol." Henry Cejudo also criticized Conor's new training footage. Henry posted a clip of him explaining to Mike Tyson what Conor is doing wrong. Henry Cejudo also tweeted, "Everyone is done naked. No fakes, no feints, no level changes. But you think you're going to get a different result. You work too much on combinations when you should be working entries, setups, and setting traps. Just a tip from the GOAT." Henry added, "Chopping it up with Uncle Mike at the Notorious MMA. You'd be the easiest fight for the most money. I promise, if we fight, I'll make sure Red Panty Night has farts and skids all over them. Hashtag Mikey Son and Triple C." Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also turn on your notifications. We'll be reading out our top comments in the near future. And make sure to watch our other videos to find out all the latest news in MMA.